Network.
Hey, 2300 D's going crazy.
It's your girl Gwinny Gwinn back again with another video for you. You guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And welcome back to episode 5 of GWINN'S Guidance, where we are talking about relationships in this era. So we're gonna start off by introducing the guests. If you guys can go around, say your names.
I'm Gracie. I'm Alexuss.
Dorian. Corey.
And we're gonna get straight into this panel. The first question is, how do you feel about relationships in this era?
I feel like they're fake.
In what aspect?
Because I feel like people do a lot of things in a relationship or get into relationships based on what they see on social media or what they feel like, you know, by their age, they feel like they should be in a relationship by like that point in their life. I don't feel like they're rushed. I feel like people don't take the time to actually get to know one another anymore. And I think just like the reasons that people get in relationships is not like, they're just not real anymore. Going back on like what Gracie was saying, it's just played off the social media and all of those expectations.
So a lot of people saying that relationships now are not lasting as long as they used to. What are some factors that you guys think are going into that?
I feel like people don't know their significant other as much as they think they do. I think because they feel like they like them and they can be together, like, you know, be around each other for long periods of time, that they should be together, and I don't think that's
The case.
yeah. Like, I think that that's the reason, like, everything is rushed.
For one, not knowing yourself. Like, I feel like before you can mesh with somebody else, you just have to know like who you are, what your triggers are, and just kind of like deal with your traumas and all of that.
Putting your business out on Instagram and social media and stuff, that's just not healthy for y'all two in general.
Allowing other people in the relationship, because when other people's opinions start coming into the relationship, then that sways one person's opinions one way, and that's not fair to the other person. So
Just not being secure in the relationship enough, like it this way. What you think?
I feel like people in our generation don't have standards either. I feel like there's not, like, they don't hold people accountable for certain things. They don't hold themselves accountable. It's kind of just always, I like you, you like me. Let's try this. Yeah, like, let's go together, let's move in together. But there's no, do you have goals in life?
Right.
What do you want out of a relationship? What do you feel like are right or wrong? Because most
Just
of the
want to play
time,
house.
yeah, most of the time they're not on the same page on what they will and won't accept from each other.
But what effects do you guys think social media has on relationships?
Social media really plays a big effect in relationships in general. It like influence. I guess influence how you might see your. I don't know how to say it.
How you make your relationship?
Yeah, how you might see your relationship.
Like a girl could be like, oh, her boyfriend did the whole hotel room and flowers. You
Yeah.
didn't get for me. Why I didn't get that?
Exactly.
But he been paying half your bills since y'all been together.
Right.
That's-
Do you
that's
really
another-
need the hotel room?
that's another thing.
You already need it, you know what I mean?
relationships only show the exterior. It doesn't show everything that's going on inside the relationship. You don't know what problems they might be having.
She might have had a mental break. Maybe that's her de-stressor. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not like
That's her love language. He knows what she likes. Focus on what your partner likes and focus on what works for you guys rather than trying to imitate what somebody else is doing. What are some positive differences between our generation and those who came before us? We're not all bad. So what are some things that you think that we do well that generation before us lacked in or could have done better?
I feel like it's like the aspect of self-love. Like now, because back in the day they were more focused on pleasing each other. Now it's like you please yourself to please somebody else.
Alright. Do you feel like gender roles are a big part of the shift in differences between generations?
oh, for sure.
Of course.
Examples.
Nowadays women can do everything the men can do, if not better. And I feel like that plays a big part in the difference in relationships because I feel like certain genders don't carry certain responsibilities anymore. Like the playing field is kind of even. Like it's no longer the man pays the bills and the woman stays home and cooks. It's now everything should be 50-50. So now everything's 50-50. You can't control my household because this is no longer your household, this is our household because we go 50-50 on everything. You get what I'm saying? Like it goes, it's a lot of stuff that goes into it. It's like a trickle effect when it comes to being equal now, so to speak.
I was told, you know, when you get older, the guys, I'm not saying I agree with this, but this is what I was just told. That the guys were supposed to take care of the bills and stuff, and the females, they really supposed to keep the food on the table and all the groceries and stuff in the house and all that taken care of. That's how I was told.
Like you said though, that's how it all goes back to how you were taught though.
Yeah.
Like back then they were teaching their kids like this is what you do, like when you're in a relationship. Right. Now we don't. I'm not gonna say everybody, but most people don't have that structure to where they're taught that, so they have to learn that on their own.
Do you guys feel like our generation is really that different, or do you think we're just reporting everything so you're seeing things that you weren't seeing at first?
I feel like we're different because we're recording everything, because we see everything. Like certain things that people thought that they just went through by themselves, now that you see somebody else going through it and they're leaving or they're not putting up with it or they think that it's okay or whatever the case may be, you're starting to look at like, hey, maybe this is not okay, maybe I'm not the only one. Like, and that goes for positive and negative things. Like I think social media is changing our lives for the best as well as the worst.
Alright. And it's exposing if you can trust or not too. Like some people, I know it's common for some couples to not follow each other on social media because you have the urge to want to watch everything they do. Not necessarily because they're doing something wrong. It's just I can see, so why not look at it? Like,
how do y'all feel about not following y'all significant other on social media?
I gotta follow mine. I just got to. Not just cause me looking out just to see if she doing this, and I just want to follow her. I feel like it's just something.
I think it would be really weird not to.
people are different on social media. I want to see you.
Like I'm not gonna hop your stuff. I'm not gonna
Actually,
monitor
y'all,
it,
I don't mind though.
but I can see why some people don't. It depends on like their profession. It depends on what type of person that they are. You know how like a person is one way with you, but they have to put on this persona because of work or because of what they do. Period. Like they have to be a certain way on social media.
That stuff really was a good thing at first, like it was for memories. Now it's for exposure, or it's for like it's for anything that can cause attention or draw attention.
Yeah. So like
Like,
privacy.
that's all it is.
attention.
That's
the word right there.
Yeah, it's the attention. Any advice or commentary you guys want to give? Because our audience are women from all ages and all backgrounds. So any relationship advice for men that you guys want to give? Men, I told the men they can tune in too. So if y'all have any advice I want to give before we close out.
All I gotta say is communicate. Communicate with your significant other. Just communicate.
Communicate and comprehend.
I was just gonna say, because it's not about communication all the time. Like, I can't communicate to you and you ain't understanding what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That is not communication if you don't understand what they're saying.
It's out there.
That's not communication.
Really?
Comprehension goes a long
That's
way.
just talking. That's not communication. That's one person speaking and the other
I
person
can
not
tell you
listening.
how I feel, but if you're not comprehending it and applying and understanding, then what's the point?
Like, you hear me, we talking, we communicate, we having a conversation, but you're not grasping. You
Like,
know what I'm
that's what I'm saying. Like the difference is communication is when they're grasping. That's what communication.
I feel like comprehension is grasping, understanding, and then
And
reflecting.
applying.
Applying. There you go, and applying.
Nah, don't even put on no dictionary.
Communication,
Oh my
the
God.
imparting or exchanging of information or news.
And comprehension is what?
Understanding.
We know that.
Understanding the news that you just got.
The action or capability of understanding something. Boom.
Yeah.
So they go both going hand in hand.
You can
So
tell me,
communicate and comprehend.
go pick up Susie from the store. I can say, okay, if I don't understand, Susie's staying at the store.
My advice is love yourself, know your standards, don't settle on your worth, and tax.
All right, well, I'm your girl, Gwinny Gwinn. I was back again. That'll be